Namaste. So today I pulled inspiration from a deck of cards here. These are paragrams, and they're basically a bunch of quotes by Yogananda Paramahansa, who is a spiritual guru and teacher, especially in the yoga world and self-realization specifically. And so today, the card that I pulled is courage. And I'll read, not the whole thing, but I'll read part of it. So it says, courage. Do not take life's experiences too seriously. Above all, do not let them hurt you, for in reality, they are nothing but dream experiences. Play your part in life, but never forget it is only a role. If circumstances are bad and you have to bear them, do not make them a part of yourself. What you lose in the world will not be a loss to your soul. Take a moment to let that resonate and settle into your body today. Notice any key words that stick out to you. And going more further into the word courage. So courage, the root word of courage is cur, which is Latin for heart. And so I'd like to invite you to tune into your heart space, specifically the part of joy. So normally when we feel joy, it comes from this heart-centered place. And so take a moment here. If it feels safe, close your eyes and imagine light radiating from the center of your chest. You can even repeat the word joy, joy in your mind's eye. Thank you for doing that. And so I'd like to invite you in our practice today to allow whatever came up for you, whether it's from hearing the word courage, hearing the quote, or from radiating and reflecting on your heart space and joy. Take whatever resonate and then come back to that throughout your practice and see how it sort of shifts the way that you make choices, the way that you move, the way that you feel. And yeah. As far as props, I will cue 2 blanket and 2 blocks. However, if you don't have those props, you can use alternatives, or you may or may not even need them at all. Good. And with that said, let's begin. Begin in a seat, Sukhasana. So cross your legs, rest your hands onto your thighs, and if it feels safe and sustainable, close your eyes, gaze to the space between your eyebrows. Otherwise, keep your eyes open, gaze to the tip of your nose, Nasagra Drishti. And tune into your breath without changing it just yet. Just be more aware of it. Observe how receiving the inhale expands your belly, ribs, and chest. Then as you exhale, it contracts. Now on your next breath, as you inhale, fill up belly, ribs, chest. Then as you exhale, blow out through your nose as if you're blowing out a candle. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. And last, inhale. Exhale. Keep your lips sealed. Breathe in and out through your nose. Start to build your internal heat. And if your eyes are closed, gently blink your eyes open. Interlace your fingers and then reach your palms up towards the ceiling. Gently guide your chin towards your chest and breathe through your 360 into your lungs. Inhale. And exhale, release. Twist towards your right side. Draw your left hand outside of your knee. Look over right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale. And exhale. Switch to the other side. Twist to your left side. Look over right shoulder. Stay rooted from your sit bones. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more inhale. And then exhale. Release what you have. Roll over your knees. Find your way into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Send your hips up. Okay, stretch the backs of your legs. Just make sure your feet are hip width distance. Hands are shoulder width distance. Spread your fingers wide. Grip your mat as if you're gripping a basketball. This is hasta banda or hand lock. And then draw your big toes to touch. Create one strong leg. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend your knee. Stack your right hip over the left for scorpion. Level off your shoulders. Right shoulder down. And then inhale, re-extend your right heel. Exhale, step your foot between your palms. Lower your back knee, untuck your toes. You can use a blanket here underneath your knee. You can also use blocks. Oop, Mojo, come here. Mojo, come here. Come here, silly. Mojo. Okay. You can place blocks underneath your hands. Okay, as you inhale, sink your hips, send your chest forward, maybe even look up. Exhale, half splits. Lengthen your right leg, flex your ankle, toes towards your face. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, maybe look up, chest up. Exhale, empty the breath, release the back of your right leg. One more. Inhale. Hey Mojo, come here. Exhale. This time, bend your knee, keep your left hand inside of your foot, and then reach your right hand for a twist. Good. This is in the inhale, and then exhale, release your hands, come back to half splits. 2 more times. Inhale, bend your knee, reach your right hand up. Exhale, release down, and then take half splits. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Rebend your front knee, plant your palms, and then step your foot back to downward facing dog. Stretch the legs. And then again, draw your big toes to touch. Create one strong leg. Inhale, lift your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knees, stack your left hip over the right, scorpion. Stay with the breath. And then inhale, re-extend your left heel. Exhale, step your foot between your palms. Lower your back knee, untuck your toes. Option for blanket, once again. Option for blocks. As you inhale, sink your hips, chest forward, maybe look up. Exhale, half splits, lengthen your left leg, flex your ankle towards your face, or your toes towards your face. 2 more times. Inhale, sink your hips, stretch the front part of your right hip. Exhale, stretch the back of your left leg. One more time. Inhale, receive joy and love. Exhale, release the back. This time, rebend your front knee. Keep your right hand inside of your foot. And then inhale, lift your left hand. Twist. Exhale, release the hand. And then half splits. 2 more times. Inhale, bend the knee. Sink the hips. Lift the left hand. Exhale, release the hand. Half splits. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Rebend the front knee, and then this time step your right foot to the top of your mat. So we'll do Ragdoll Uttanasana. Feet can be hip width distance or wider. The wider your feet, the more space for your back. Grab for opposite elbows. Option to move side to side. Maybe shake the head. Yes, no. Releasing through the neck, the jaw. And slowly straightening the backs of the legs with the exhales. One more breath. Exhale, release your hands to your mat. Toe heel your big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift through your spine. And then exhale, fold back down.
Tuck your chin to your chest. Slightly bend the knees as you inhale. Slowly roll up to stand. Take your time. We're already here. And then exhale. Samastitihi. Hands by your side. Draw your hands to your heart center. Take a moment to remember joy, courage, light radiating from your heart. Good. Let's do one Surya Namaskar. A, Sun A. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your hands, widen up. Touch your palms, look up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Empty your breath. Inhale, halfway lift your spine. Exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga, low plank. Always option to skip or use your knees. Exhale, lower. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Strong legs either way. And then exhale, use your belly to send your hips up and back. One breath. Look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Root to rise tall, mountain pose. Inhale, receive light, love, joy, courage. Exhale, samastitihi. Good. Chair pose. Bend your knees, lean into your heels, but keep all your toes rooted on the mat. Draw your arms over your head. Okay, lock the belly button in and towards your heart. Inhale here. Exhale, swing and release the hands back. Just let it go. Unhinge the shoulders. 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sweep. Match the breath. 1 more. Exhale. This time, inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, move the arms back slow like you're moving through honey. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Match the breath with your movement. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale, mountain pose. Straighten your legs, straighten your arms. And then exhale, samastitihi. Good. Warrior 2. Keep your right leg forward. I'm going to mirror you, so my left leg's forward. But step your left leg back. Your right leg stays forward. Warrior 2. Okay, bend, extend the knee. The knee goes no more or less past the ankle. So if it goes past the ankle, widen the stance. And then reach your arms opposite directions. So our arms are extensions of the heart. So here in our Warrior 2, really reach opposite directions, keeping your fingers closed to maintain your energy. 3 breaths for 1, 2, gaze at one point, and 3. Take a half bind. So draw your right hand either to your upper thigh or your low back. Straighten your right leg and then find Utthita Trikonasana. Extend your spine forward. You can lower your left hand either onto a block or your shin, floating, or if you can, reach your big toe. And then look up towards the ceiling. If that's okay with your neck, you can also keep looking straight forward or down to your ground. Here for 1. Option to float your right hand forward. 2, be with your breath. And 3, inhale, come back up to star pose, shake it out. Let that side go. And then warrior 2, left leg. Bend your left knee. Okay, explore the range of your splits on this side. So I can probably widen slightly. And then again, extend opposite directions, radiating from your heart space. Looking beyond your left fingertips for 1, 2, and 3. Half bind. Reach your left hand, your right hand behind your low back. Straighten your left leg. And then Utthita, extend your spine over your left leg and lower your right hand down either onto a block, big toe, floating, whatever works for you today. And then gaze can either be down, straight, or up towards the ceiling. Here for 1. Option to float your left hand forward, palm up to receive. 2,
and 3. Inhale, rise back up, star pose, heels and toes out, shake it out. And then have a seat into a horse squat. Bend your knees. Take a moment to settle into your knee joints. Lean into your one leg, lean into the other, and then find balance in the center. Good, good. We'll do a couple squats here. So as you inhale, sweep the arms up, straighten the legs, maybe touch the palms, look up. As you exhale, cross your right arm underneath the left for bear hug. Good. Inhale, sweep up, maybe clap. And then exhale, swing your left arm underneath the right. Let's do that one more each side. Inhale up. Exhale, right arm under, hug. Inhale up. Exhale, left arm under. Good. Inhale, star pose. And then exhale, hands to your hips, point your toes in towards each other. Another breath in. And then exhale, fold over Prasarita Padottanasana. You can keep your hands on your hips, keep lifting your sit bones. Option to release your hands down. Option 4, bind. Ooh, watch out for your mic. Here for 1, we'll be here 5 to 6 breaths. 2, option for headstands if that's your jam today. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, rise up to stand, and then step or hop your feet to touch, Samastitihi. Nice work. So now let's do a couple balancing postures. First starting with dancer pose, or we'll do standing bow today. So different dancers, we keep our chest upright, like that. Standing bow, we parallel or work towards paralleling our chest towards the earth. So starting with our right side, elbow to your hip, palm stays open. Keep the palm open as you release your hand down to your thigh, and then kick your right heel towards your booty and receive the inside of your foot. Very important to keep the palm open. Okay? So thumbs facing your fingers or your toes, your foot fingers. Reach your left hand up. You can stay here, release through your right shoulder, or you can begin to kick and pull, tilting your chest forward. Reach your palms straight ahead of you, extending through your arms. Here for 1. Kick and pull. 2. Kick down through your left heel. 3. 4. And 5. Reverse the same way you came in, knees touch, and then let that go. Let it go. And then the other side, bend your left elbow, keep the palm open as you release your palm down towards your thigh. Okay, very important, keeping the shoulder open. And then lean into your right leg, kick your left heel towards your booty, and then without flipping the palm, just receive the inside of your left foot. Okay, you can always use a strap. You can always use a wall as well. Reach your right hand up, stay here, or begin to kick and pull, leaning your chest forward. And again, it's important to look where you want to go. Look forward to go forward. Here for 1. Kick and pull. Release your left shoulder. 2. Be with the breath. 3. 4. And 5. Return both knees back center and then release. Samastitihi. Let it go. Good. Sit back to the top of your mat and let's flow down. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway. And then exhale, vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw your right knee towards your right elbow. And then using your core, try to step your right foot as far forward as possible for a lizard stretch.
Good. Stay upright a few breaths. Pivot forward and back, side to side, flossing out your left hip. This is to get some mobility and space into the hip joint. Good. And then 10 to 15 breaths. You can stay upright here, more active. You can also lower your back knee, untuck your toes, and or you can lower down onto your forearms, either onto a block or your mat. But release through your hips, option if you're lowered down to roll onto the knife edge of your right foot. But wherever you are, surrender into your hips, fully exhaling and fully inhaling. Good. Stay here or practice splits practice. Come back onto your palms. Toe heel your right foot to the center of your mat. And then first start with a half split. You can use your blocks here as well. Lengthen the spine, heart forward, and then exhale, fold. You can stay here or full splits is in your practice. Slide your right heel forward onto your mat. Okay, you can use blocks here. Ooh, ooh. You can use blocks here to lift. You can also sit on your block, hands to your heart. Or more bendy people, you can release all the way down. If you're all the way down, whether on your block or your mat, hands to your heart center. Here for 1, channeling Hanuman, Hanumanasana, the monkey deity. 2, he signifies courage, devotion to Rama, love. 3, 4, surrender into your hips. And 5, full splits, return to half splits. Everyone, rebend your front knee and then step back to downward dog. Stretch your legs. Nice work. Inhale, lift your left leg. As you exhale, draw your left knee towards your left wrist. Using your belly, your center, step your left foot as far forward as you can. And then make sure your ankle's in front of your knees. So if you need to toe heel your foot forward, do so. Pivot forward and back, side to side, flossing out right hip. It's good to get some mobility in the joints before we stretch. And then 10 to 15 breaths. You can stay upright here, more active, or you can lower your back knee, untuck your toes, and or lower down onto your elbows. You can use a block, of course. If you're lowered down, option to play with rolling to the knife edge of your left foot. And deep breathing into your hips. You can stay here in your lizard stretch for a few more breaths, or option to come into our splits practice, Hanumanasana. Toe heel your left foot center of your mat, and then lengthen the back of your left leg. Send your hips back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, fold. Stay here or full splits. Point your toes, and then slide your left heel forward. Good. Again, same options. You can lift onto your blocks. You can sit on a block, hands to your heart, or lower down all the way. Okay, do what you can. Here for 1, channeling Hanuman. Exhale, 2, leaping through the cliffs. 3, takes a lot of courage to do yoga, they say. 4, and 5. Full splits, return to half splits. And then everyone bend your knees, step back to downward facing dog. Good, good. Now look forward and then step or jump through. Find your way onto your back. Okay, you can move your blanket if you'd like. Move your mic. And then draw your feet as wide as your mat. And then start to windshield wiper your knees side to side. You can go post your arms. Stay rooted from your shoulders. Good. And then keep your feet as wide as your mat. Your feet are slightly at an angle. And then inhale, lift your hips up. Keep a little space between your chin and your chest. Relaxing through your throat. Inhale. Exhale, roll your spine back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, tailbone reaches up. Exhale, roll the spine back down. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Knock your knees over to the left side. You can place a block under the knees if you'd like. And or you can cross your left ankle outside of your right knee. Just breathe into the internal rotation of your right hip, external rotation of your left hip. And then change, return your left foot off, switch your knees over to the right. Option for blanket or block under the knee, and or cross your right ankle outside of your left knee. Breathe. Good, and then release your foot if you had it crossed. Return both knees center. Toe heel your feet hip width distance, and we'll do one back bend. So you can either do bridge pose, lifting your hips, maybe interlace your fingers under. If you feel you can do restorative bridge, place a block underneath your sacrum, and then rest. If you feel up for it, you can do wheel pose. Plant your hands by your shoulders, hug your elbows in, and then first start by lifting to the crown of your head. Inhale, hug your elbows in, and then exhale, straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Look between your hands. Here for 1. Use your legs, use your arms. 2, 3, relax your shoulders. 4, and 5. Whatever variation you have, return back onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest and then rock side to side, giving your low back a little massage. Thank you, back. Thank you, heart. And take a quick, easy twist. Reach your arms out either to a T or goalpost. Lower your knees to the left. Here for 1 breath. And then change. Inhale, knees back center. Exhale, lower your knees over to your right side. 1 breath. Inhale, draw your knees back to center, and then happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Receive the outsides of your feet or your inner thighs. Option for stillness or to move side to side, maybe extend one or both legs. Tuning into the joy, the playfulness of your baby. Ananda is blissful or happy. So tune into your inner baby. Maybe making any sounds. Horse's breath flooding your lips. Lion's breath sticking out your tongue. Just expressing yourself without any inhibition. And then hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around. Give yourself a big hug, forehead to your knees. If you can reach, perhaps kiss your knees. Mwah, mwah, thank you. Inhale. And exhale, release your legs, release your arms. Make any adjustments to lay comfortably so you can rest and meditate and receive all that you need. Joy, courage, love, strength. Just notice your breath. Allow the inhale and exhales to arrive.
And I'll leave you here in your Shavasana. Please stay for at least a few minutes to integrate your practice and really soak in all of the joy, courage, and love. As always, thank you. I see you. Thanks to all of our teachers and their teachers. Namaste.